Good afternoon. Today we're going to learn about there plus be. Let's start by focusing on the function. So, the function there plus be is used to express the presence of a person or thing in place or time. Let's look at an example for time. There is a party on Saturday. Here the time is on Saturday. There is a party on Saturday. Let's look at an example for place. There are two plants in her house. Here the place is in her house. So you can see that there plus be is used to express the presence of a person or thing in place or time. Time, there is a party on Saturday. Place, there are two plants in her house. Let's look now at the form. That is the grammar. The form of there plus be is there plus be plus subject plus place plus time. For example, there is a party on Saturday in her house. There is the be verb, a party is the subject, on Saturday is the time, and in her house is the place. There is a party on Saturday in her house. Let's look now at the form of the be verb and how it changes depending on the number of the subject present. The be verb in this instance has two forms, is and are. We use is for singular, that means one, when only one subject is present. And we use are for plurals, that is when two or more subjects are present. Let's look at some examples. Juice, singular, is. A box, singular, is. One car, singular, is. A student, singular, is. Boxes, plural, are. The teachers, plural, are. 5 cookies, plural, are. So, juice is, boxes is, one car is, a student is, boxes are, the teachers are, 5 cookies are. Okay? We use is for singulars and are for plurals. Let's move on now and discuss negation. That is not. Okay, now to negate, we use the contraction between the be verb and not. Okay? So for example, we look at this classroom. There are many students? No. There are students in the classroom? No. There aren't any students in the classroom. Okay? Please note any. Okay, we use any with plurals and after negation. Okay, so we use the contraction aren't. Okay, are plus not. Now, we're going to look at another example. And remember, to negate, we're going to use a contraction between the be verb and not. Okay, so here we go. There is orange juice in the jar. There's orange juice in the jar? No. There isn't orange juice in the jar. Here we used isn't, a contraction between is and not. Okay, let's look now at yes-no questions. So, when we make a yes-no question, we move the be verb before there. Remember, is singular and are is plural. So, singular be verb is, there is juice in the jar. Okay, now remember, we're going to move the be verb, that is before there. So, there is juice in the jar. Yes, no question. Is there juice in the jar? Now let's look at the plural be verb. An example with the plural be verb, are. Okay, so there are many parties in the summer. Remember, we're going to move the be verb are before there. So there are many parties in the summer. Yes, no question. Are there many parties in the summer? Okay. So remember, when we make a yes no question, we move the be verb before there. Okay. Now, yes no question, singular yes no questions are answered with a yes there is or no there isn't. Okay. For example, there is juice in the jar. Yes no question. Is there juice in the jar? Answer, yes, there is. Okay. Now, plural yes no questions are answered with yes there are or no there aren't. Okay, let's look at an example. There are students in the classroom. Yes, no question. Are there any students in the classroom? Answer: no, there aren't. Okay, so to reiterate, plural yes, no questions are answered with yes, there are, or no, there aren't. Okay, and note any in questions with plural. So if you have a question with a plural, we add any before the subject. Okay, moving forward now, we're going to look at WH questions. Now, before we look at WH questions, let's talk about WH words. How, when, why, who, what, and where are our WH words? We use how for manner. How do you come to school? By car. We use when for time. When is the party? At 5 p.m. We use why for reason. Why? Because. We use who for person. Who is Nancy? She. She is Nancy. We use what for things. What is an apple? It is an apple. And we use where for places. Where is the bank? On 8th Street. So, to make an information question, we only add a WH question word before be. And remember, the singular of the be verb is, and the plural of the be verb is are. Okay? So, there is juice in the jar. Yes, no question. Is there juice in the jar? WH question. When is there juice in the jar? Okay, now let's look at a plural be verb. An example with the plural be verb are. Okay, there are many parties in the summer. Yes, no question. Are there many parties in the summer? WH question. Where are there many parties in the summer? Okay, now information questions are answered with information. So we have our sentence, there are many parties in the summer. Let's make a yes, no question. Are there many parties in the summer? Are there many parties in the summer? And a WH question, where are there many parties in the summer? And the answer, there are many parties at the beach. Okay, quick summary now. There plus be is used to express the presence of a person or thing in a place. So, there is a party on Saturday at my house. Place, at my house. Time, on Saturday. To negate, we use the contraction between the be verb and not. There aren't any students in the classroom. Pay attention to any. Okay, we use any after negation and with plurals. To make a yes, no question, we're going to move the be verb before there. So there are students. Yes, no question. Are there students? Okay, to make an information question, we just add a WH question. When are there students? Well, this concludes my presentation. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any thoughts, questions, or concerns, please email me. And thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in class.